cavalcade of stars. Here's a show you are bound to enjoy. You take to it just like a kid to a toy. And our fun and frolic will start to know how. The show will start in just a minute. But now...
Good evening. You know, friends, the druggists of America fill over 200 million prescriptions each year. And each one is filled with the utmost of care, exactly as the doctor orders. Now, this means one thing, reliability. Yes, your drugstore is not just another store. It's a place where you can shop and be sure.
Come with us through those magical doors to the gleaming interior of our drugstore. There on the counters and shelves of display of all the things that you'll find useful day after day.
Drugs and packaged medicines and remedies galore.
Tonics, lotions, cream, shampoos, cosmetics by the score.
Chocolate sodas, malted milks, a tasty little snack.
If you're not completely satisfied, you get your money back. All these things and a multitude more you can buy when you visit in our drugstore. Let's get on with the cavalcade of stars.
And here he is, the star of our show, Gleason.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I feel wonderful tonight. I was playing golf all afternoon. I played with my dentist. Every time he came to a hole, he said, "Open wider, please." I was hacking away at the ball. I missed about 7 times. Dirt was flying all around. There were 2 grasshoppers sitting there, and one said to the other, "Let's get on the ball before we get killed." Oh, before I go any further, I'd like to attend to a little bookkeeping I have to do. It'll only take a second. I have to keep track of my expenses so I know what I spent. See now. Took girl to dinner Monday, $3. Took girl at dinner Tuesday, $3. Took girl at dinner Wednesday, $3. Now owe girl $9. But, you know, besides watching my expenses, I have to watch my health. You know, before I went on television, I was very, very fat. And my agent put me on a very strict and rigorous diet routine. And I lost 80 pounds. And it was a very fine diet. You know, you didn't have to cut down on food, no pills, no exercise. It was called unemployment. And it did wonders for me. Even now I go to a gym, and tonight the fellow who owns the gym is sending me over a physical instructor to keep me in shape. He'll probably be one of those great big husky men, you know, that you see in the back of magazines, back of health magazines. One of those big strapping men. You know, the Atlas type, I guess. Is there a doctor in the house? Mr. Gleason, you're making a mistake. You're right. Is there an undertaker in the house? Mr. Gleason, I am your new physical instructor. You are? They sent me up from the gym to build up your health. Starting today, you are going to begin a rigorous life that will make a new man of yourself. Hey. Breathing exercises, calisthenics, weightlifting. It'll get results. Mm-hmm. It will, huh? Absolutely. Within 2 weeks, you'll be in perfect condition. Is that so? You'll be just like me. We'll make a nice team. Rigor and mortis. Don't be discouraged, Mr. Gleason. It takes a lot of hard work. I know. That's so. How do you think I got this magnificent chest expansion? I don't know. Did the steamroller run over you? Ah, Mr. Gleason, there's nothing like exercise to build up your physique. Is that so? What sort? How do you think I got to build myself up like this? I'm not sure. I'd hate to have seen you before. I have a very weak stomach. Aha! Aha! Weak stomach! Yes. You should have seen me before I had that. And now, I want to say to you, I have muscles strong as iron. Is that so? Yes, strong as iron. Go on, hit me in the stomach all you can. Go on, hit me in the stomach hard. No, I don't think I should.
Go on. Punch me in the stomach with all your might.
Where, there?
That's your
Gee, I don't know my own strength.
strength. The whole secret of strength is proper breathing.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, yes, you must never stop. Now, I have... Oh, yes, you must never stop. Now, I have a new deep breathing exercise just for you.
You do?
Oh, yes. I want you to take a deep breath, hold it, and count till 10. Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yes. 4, 5. You're doing very good. 6. I take my hat off to you. 6 and 7 eighths. 7, 8. Now, let me see. Oh, yes. Let me see. 9, 9. 10.
Just a second, instructor. Yes.
Very refreshing, those short naps. Now I have a new exercise for you.
You do?
I want you to run at least 2 miles every day.
But I can't leave the theater to run around 2 miles every day.
You can do your running exercise right in this theater.
Oh.
I figured out 500 times around the stage, that would be it.
Oh, I see. But I can't run around the stage.
Oh, it's very simple. I'll demonstrate. Here I go. Give me a push. And there he goes.
Give me golf every time. I like to stand up there and swing at the ball, hear the crack like a pistol. Up it goes in a... Well, it's just one of those things.
lovelier. Get lanolin-enriched luster cream hairdressing, now on sale at your drugstore. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor and a privilege to present those old-time comedy favorites of vaudeville fame, the incomparable Smith and Dale.
There must be a fire someplace. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Say, where's the rest of the firemen, huh? They're upstairs sleeping. Sleeping? Who tells them to sleep? Morpheus. Yeah, who's Morpheus? I don't remember if we got a Morpheus in the company. Who is it? Morpheus ain't a man. Morpheus is a name. A name? It's a legend. You heard of the arms of Morpheus? No, I didn't hear from this. I heard that Venus's arms. The arms of Venus? Yeah. Go on, Venus ain't got any arms. Yeah, well, she must have lost them in the bargain basement counter. Maybe buying nylons or something. Play on the card there. Thank you. Say, what is this? New Year's? What is this? Oh, the bell. Happy New Year? What is it? The bell, the bell. Can't play a game of cards around here. Ah, shut up. Hello? Yeah, this is the firehouse. Yeah, this is the chief speaking. Yeah, what's that? Hold a while, I'll ask him. What's the matter? Hey, wake up the boys and ask them if they want to go to a fire. Boys, you want to go to a fire? No! They're still sleeping. Say, I'm awful sorry. The boys are not in the humor. What's that? Oh, wait, I'll ask them. He said that's a small fire. Do you want to go or else? Or else what? Or else we wouldn't go. Tell him or else. Yeah, all right. Say, what street is that fire located on? Canal Street? Why didn't you have that fire yesterday? We were around that neighborhood yesterday. Well, I'm awful sorry you can't go. Call us up any other time, and we'll be glad to help you out. What's that? You too. What do you like that? Oh, wise guy. Let me see something you say. Say, I had an ace here. Where's my ace? I took it with my king. Well, you took my ace with the king? It was a pleasure. You can't take an ace with the king. Who said so? I said that's according to Hurley. Hurley? Not Hurley, Hurley. Hurley? The man who said Hurley to bed and Hurley to rise? Don't give me a wise guy. That's Hurley. That's the man from the car. All right, go ahead, sue me. Sue you, I'll hit you in the puss and I'll sue you later. You'll sue me later, yes? And I'll counter-sue you. You'll counter-sue me? Yes. You started this argument. And you're a part of it. Yeah. And according to the law, you are a head accessory before, behind, and after the fact. I'm an accessory? Yes, sir. They could hold you in escrow. They could hold me in escrow? Yes. Where is escrow? Someplace near Boston. Yeah, I go. They can hold me. My house is on fire. Take a card. Yeah, first give me... My house is on fire! My house is in flames! What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do when you are gone? My house is on fire! Your house, he thinks he's the only one got the house on fire. Say, well, what kind of a house you got? What that you're hollering about, John? Wait a minute, Chief. Don't get excited. Don't get excited. What do you got? Brick, stucco, what do you got? Brick. Brick. You got a lot of time. Brick takes longer to burn. But my house is burning fast. Fast? Yeah, slow burn would be better. Don't you think, Chief? I think so, Chief. That is according to the energy of the atom zapper. I think you got something. I think you got something there, too, Chief. Wait a minute. Come here. How high is your house? 2 stories? No, 3 stories. Mm-hmm. That's another story. Yeah, well. I want service. Give me service. Service? You may talk of gin and beer when you're safely quartered here. You're a better man than I am. Don't get in. Ah, that's good. That's Kipling. I want service. My house is on fire. All right, his house is on fire. Hey, how many rooms you got in your house? 8 rooms and 2 baths. 8 rooms? Hey, that's a good house. Yeah. You got good furniture up and down and all? Yeah, beautiful. You got any mortgages on it? No, that's the wonderful part about it. It's free and clear. It's all I have in the world. It's my life savings. Pay you, Jack. Can you imagine it? Wait a minute. Can you imagine that thing, you crazy thing, you? Play your jack, you crazy lunatic, you. Now you got the cheap burning. Hey, out of a blue sky comes a kibitzer. Did you throw any water on the fire?
Yes, but it didn't do any good.
What's the use of us going? That's all we do. What do you think we throw? Cologne on the fire? Say, listen here.
Please come to this fire. I'll never ask you again.
Please, I got to get off the hook. I'm losing $2 here. Go away from here, will you, please? Chief, I think we ought to help him out. All right. How many feet to a story? To a story? Let me see. That's with Cuban feet? You want to figure that out?
That's cubic feet.
Cubic feet. Hey. Wait a minute. Is this still alarmed?
Yes.
Well, keep quiet. Yeah, cubic feet. Go ahead. Figure it out, Chief. Well, let me see, Lieutenant. That's to my backyard. That's 3 feet to the backyard. 3 feet to the yard. That's 12 feet to the foot. That's it. I better do it with the Kupferman method. Yeah, you do it. Let me see. 36 inches. That's 3 times 36.
No, it comes to 108 feet.
Wait a minute. 108 feet. I'm sorry, we can't go. We only got a 50-foot hole. Yeah, go on. Can't go, I'm sorry.
My house must be burnt to the ground.
His house must be burnt to the ground. All right, you'll help him? Keep the home fires burning. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Out of a clear sky, all right. Get up. Get a chair. Hey. I didn't say for you, that's for the lady. Where do you think you are, on the subway? Now, where's the fire, lady?
There's no fire!
No fire? But why do you come in here like that madman what is the madman from here? Madman of Mont. Yeah, you come in here, you're crazy. She looks like the mad woman of Charlie Wooster. What's the idea? What are you howling about?
You know that brownstone house around the corner?
Yeah.
Well, I live there all alone, and I'm so afraid of gangsters.
Who likes them? Oh, gangsters? Don't worry about that. Hey, Lieutenant, go over there and chase out some I should chase gangsters. Go ahead. Who am I, Hogan? Yeah, what? That's me. I don't go. Who are you? You're a coward. You're a coward. That's what you are. I'll show you the wound I got in the wall. Go on, show me the wound. Go on. There's the wound. What's the difference? It's on my brother's leg. Yeah, go on. I don't go. You do go, and that's an order. I cancel the order. I don't go. Oh, so that's your answer? My answer is a negative yes, and that's a positive no. Yeah, oh. I don't go. What is it, lady?
Well, here's the key to my house.
I go. Go ahead. You go. Go home now. Now, this is the key to the house.
Yes, but I want you to hide in the garage.
Want me to hide? What's the idea?
Well, in case you hear any strange noises during the night.
You mean like gangsters prowling around the premises?
Yes.
So what do you want I should do?
Well, come into the house and let me know.
Oh, you'll be the first one to know. I'm always ready to please a lady. Yeah, so Walter Winchell. Yeah, I'm always ready.
I knew you'd go. You're so tall and dark and handsome.
You see?
Oh,
you see that?
So glad.
You see, I got sex appeal. You ain't even got banana peel. I got sex appeal. Never mind what you say.
Don't forget, I'll be waiting.
Don't worry. I'll be there ahead of you. Don't worry.
Goodbye, Ducky.
Goodbye, sponge cake. Huh? She's got it on his face. Yeah. Well, Lieutenant, as I'm a little lame, I'll stop now. Wait a minute. Do you realize what you're doing? If a gangster finds you in the garage, he'll kill you. If he finds me in the garage, I deserve to be killed.
Is a problem, guarantee yourself the utmost in glamour by using Procter & Gamble's Superior Beauty Treatment for the Hair, now on sale at your drugstore.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce one of the loveliest and most charming girls we have in our business. A very fine entertainer. I know you're going to enjoy her. Here she is, Miss Gracie Barrie.
Nobody make a move, 'cause I've got you all on a spot. I want you to answer my question, no matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter who you are or what you've got. Now, this is my question. Are you having any fun? What are you getting out of living? The price is chances are sky high, don't you cry. Have a little fun. Are you getting any laughs every time you pay your taxes? And do you jump with glee when you see nothing can be done? Although you work and slave and save, there's no ifs or ands or buts. Every time that Uncle Sammy takes his cuts, what do you got left? Right, you can have a lot of fun. Try to find a new apartment. If your landlord's a goof, be aloof, kick him off the roof, son. Have a little fun with all the things that Mother Nature will learn. The sky, the earth, the moon. Things like diamond rings have never thrilled us, like the flowers that bloom every June. With the smiling eyes of a baby that shine like glittering stars. With a bird and the bee, with a river, the tree, with $1 million in the bank and a Cadillac car, you can have a lot of fun. Though you haven't got a penny, there's only just one thing must be done. Okay, Louie, drop the gun. Have a little fun, son. Go out and have yourself a little fun.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Jack.
I really like that number.
You like it, huh?
Yes, I
Well,
do.
I like being here with you on the show, Jackie. I mean that sincerely.
Say. Oh, by the way, I was wondering if after the show tonight you and I could go out, you know, and have a little dinner together.
Well, Jackie, you know how I feel about you. I like you very much, but
Well,
I really don't want to get involved. You know how it is.
yeah,
You'll take me to dinner tonight,
yeah,
tomorrow night,
yep,
following night.
yep.
Before you know it, you'll owe me $9.
I know you don't mean that. Go ahead and sing another song.
Give up? You know, I recently saw Ray Bolger's show called Where's Charlie? And from that show, there's a very beautiful song that I don't think will ever grow old. My darling, I've wanted to call you my darling for many and many a day. My darling, I fluttered and fled like a starry. My courage just melted away. Now all at once you kiss me, and there's not a thing I'm sane enough to say. My darling, get used to the name of my darling. It's here to stay. What a beautiful thought. Get used to the name of my darling. Because that's before you marry. After you're married, you got to get used to a few other names. Names like, Hey You, or, My darling. Girls, do you remember when he was courting you, he'd call you up every 10 minutes and he'd say, you miss me, you miss me. Now the only time he misses you is when his aim is bad. My darling. You remember when he used to drive up in his brand new Cadillac? And you'd pack up a lot of eats and you'd go on a picnic? Now it's a picnic if he comes home to eat. And you're afraid to ask him where he's been. He's liable to tell you. And he does. He says, my darling. Now that's the first sign he's been drinking. Heavily. He says, my darling, sorry I'm late. We had to initiate a new member into the lodge. Next morning you pick up a paper, the headlines read, Loyal Order of Lonely Husbands Raided. Fan dancer held. Next night it's another excuse. This one's a Lulu. This time he said he went to a revival meeting. Hallelujah. A revival meeting. He couldn't come home until they revived him. That's my darling. You know, girls, you try all kinds of things to make him stay home at night. You buy a television set. You even put a bar around it. Anybody want to buy a nice new DuMont? Cheap. And why? Tell me why. Only because he never remembers his anniversary. You have to keep reminding him, kind of subtle-like. You say, George, you know what day today is? He says, yeah, it's Tuesday. You say, no, George. It means more than just Tuesday to me. He says, all right, so you want it to be Wednesday, so it's Wednesday. You say, but George, this is our anniversary. He says, what, again? We just had one last year. Oh, how we danced on our wedding eve. We danced and we danced 'cause your mother wouldn't leave. My darling, get used to this quarreling and quarreling. It's here to stay.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a real surprise. Bringing to you the original star of Finian's Rainbow, also the star of the recent Broadway hit Along Fifth Avenue, Mr. Donald Richards. Don?
Maybe I'm right, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm weak, and maybe I'm strong. But nevertheless, I'm in love with you. Maybe I'll win, and maybe I'll lose, and maybe I'm in for crying the blues. But nevertheless, I'm in love with you. Somehow I know at a glance the terrible chances I'm taking. Fine at the start, then left with a heart that is breaking. Maybe I'll live a life of regret. Maybe I'll give much more than I'll get. But nevertheless, I'm in love with you. Somehow I know at a glance the terrible chances I'm taking. I'm fine at the start, then left with a heart that is breaking. Maybe I live a life of regret. Maybe I'll give much more than I'll get. But nevertheless, I'm in love with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, last season on television, I sang a song, and you wonderful people out there have sent so many requests for me to repeat this song. So I want to say thanks, and here's the song.
Schubert wrote a symphony. Too bad he didn't finish it. Gershwin took a chord in G and proceeded to diminish it. I sought a variation on a theme that I thought pretty, and I found my inspiration on the east side. my tenement symphony. The Coles pianola, the Kellys and their Victrola, all warm the heart of my tenement symphony. The Campbells come tumbling down the stairs, doodly-ah, doodly-ah, doodly-ah. Oh, Marie, you'll be late for your date with Izzy. And from this confusion, I dreamed of a grand illusion, my tenement symphony in 4 flats. The kid on the first floor practicing the clarinet. The kid on the second floor yelling for the dinner that he didn't get. The guy on the third floor awakened from a slumber by the guy on the 4th floor practicing the rumba. The songs of the ghetto inspire the allegretto. You'll find them in my tenement symphony. The cry of a vendor met a lullaby sweet and tender. I combine them in my tenement symphony. The yelling of children will greet your ear. Doodly-ah, doodly-ah, doodly-ah. Hey, Louie, hey, Louie, better stop, there's the cops. Hey, Chicky. And from this confusion, I dreamed of a grand illusion. It's my tenement symphony.
Your hair stay lovely or longer, try the amazing new discovery, Light as Air Luster Cream Hairdressing, on sale at drugstores.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Cavalcade of Stars is proud to present that incomparable performer, that international favorite, Mr. Victor Borger. All right, Vic?
For my 4th and last number, I'm going to play a little... I have a request. See, I did a couple of months ago on a television show. Thank you. Something... You saw it, huh? Something that explained how the modern composers nowadays compose the modern song hits. I'm not going to do that again because they did it, but now I'm going to show you how the old masters were inspired to some of their favorite compositions. You know, for instance, Chopin, you know, he composed the Minute Waltz so that every morning he could play it 3 times in the kitchen so his wife would cook the eggs the way he wanted. So, Beethoven, Harry S. Beethoven. You know, he composed the Moonlight Sonata for the girl and so on. But he also wrote the Minuet in G. And he was inspired by a new housekeeper they had. Now, he was sitting one day noodling around at the piano, you know. Just wait a minute, I want to see if it's in tune. Yeah, that's all right. He was noodling around a little, but he didn't know exactly. Then he saw this new housekeeper come in, and he had the inspiration for the Minuet in G. G. But he died later. Now, then there was a famous composer who had a girlfriend, and she was kind of Yeah, she was kind of, she had a hiccup. You know, she was a famous dancer, a ballet dancer, but she suffered from hiccups. So every time she danced, she had these horrible hiccups, and that was very annoying. So he composed a little piece of music for her, so that when she danced, she could do her hiccups so nobody would notice them. Well, he died too. Then there was Strauss, you know, Joey Strauss. He was... yeah. Well, Joey Strauss... Wait a minute. Well, this is television. You have to look kind of decent. He composed the Blue Daniel. And he got this inspiration by eating cherries and spitting out the pits. Very simple. But he'll never die. Well, then we come to Franz Liszt. As people call him Schlitz, because he was one of the famous composers who made Milwaukee famous. And he also... he composed the second Hungarian Rap. As a matter of fact, I came here tonight to play a serious piece of music, and we're going to play it any minute now. Just let me finish this thing here. If I ever get through with it. But now, see, Franz Liszt was inspired to his second Hungarian Rhapsody, number 2, because he already had written the first one. And then, see, he was invited to a party, and on his way there, he was inspired. And he was so excited, so when he came in the house there, he rushed over to the piano, because he wanted to see what it sounded like. He wanted to see what it sounded like. Wait a minute. Why didn't he want to listen to what it looked like? Well, that is English, and that has nothing to do with me. Well, anyway, he rushed over to the piano, and all the guests came over to shake hands with him. How do you do, Mr. Schlitz? You know, he was so famous, and so on and so. And he had to make a lot of pauses, and that's why the beginning of the second Hungarian Rhapsody have so many pauses. That was precious. Well, how do you do? Well, how do you do? Nice to see you. Now, don't overdo it now. Later, well, we'll wait till later. Later the same evening, I think it's a little drafty. Later the same evening, he had something to eat and drink, but he had most to drink because he wasn't very hungry, and that is why the second part of this Hungarian Rhapsody is a little gay, if I may say. I may. He gets ill, you know, in the last moment. Now, for the little piece of music we have cooked up together, we are going to... Yeah, I'm going to hurry up now. And I'm going to... Well, you have... We have to hurry up because we haven't got more of that. And for my last number now, I'm going to play excerpt from Rachmaninoff's second piano concerto number 2 by Rachmaninoff, who also wrote the music, by the way. We play excerpts because we don't know the whole thing. Oh, I have to explain this to you. This is very important. This concerto was originally written for 90-piece orchestra. For some reason, we seem to be about 77 short. Now, only the sponsor can answer to that one. Yeah, there's another thing. This is very important. I have to explain this to you. That there's one important thing about Tchaikovsky I want you to know. No, not Tchaikovsky. Who may I play? Oh, Rachmaninoff. That's the one. That's the one. There's one important thing about Rachmaninoff I want you to know, and that is that I don't play him very well. Thank you. Now, when you hear, this is important, when you hear this, it's Rachmaninoff's second piano concerto. When you hear this, that is the introduction to it. Then when you hear this, that's the main theme. Then when you hear this, then there's definitely something wrong because that's Tchaikovsky. So, we'll plug it in. Here we go. Maestro, ready? Are you ready? Fine. I'm not. Here we go.
For the hair on sale at your disposal.
Hollywood's cameras have recorded the thunderous sagas of the Wild West. The legendary figures of the frontier days brought to life by the magic of the screen have thrilled you in countless westerns. Now, for the first time, we bring you the story of a frontier marshal, greater than Wyatt Earp, even greater than the incomparable Randolph Scott. This is the story of that marshal's historic meeting with the beautiful gun-toting Lady Lou, queen of Silver City's gambling empire. Our scene opens in the Last Chance Saloon.
What are you doing here? Oh, you know. Hiya. Hello, Matt. How are you, boss? Fine. Well, I see they've sworn in a new marshal, eh, man?
Yes, they swore him in this afternoon, Lou, and I already had a talk with him. I told him you run an honest gambling palace. I told him that nobody gets cheated at the Last Chance Saloon.
Why, you polecat, you're cheating me. You're robbing me, do you hear? You're robbing me. You can't cheat me. What were you saying, Matt?
Well, I
told him that you run a respectable, law-abiding place.
Yeah?
But he says that he's going to come down here and close you up anyway.
That's the 12th marshal in 3 days. They must really be scraping the bottom of the barrel, huh?
Well, that sounds like the marshal now.
Just hold that horse out there! Then you just put your head out there and hold him out there! Howdy! I came to do my duty.
Well, what do you know? Howdy doody.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm Lady Lou. I own this place.
Well, I sure am mighty proud to meet you, Lady Lou.
What's the idea of that?
Well, I couldn't get a 10-gallon hat, so I got 2 5s. That's who?
Well, I'll tell you, Marshal, you have a drink.
What'd you say, little Lou?
Have a drink on me. I'll be right back.
Okay. See, she's mighty wiggly. Oh, bartender, have a beer.
One beer coming up.
Yeah. I think I'll have another one.
One beer coming up.
Thank you, partner. This must be near beer. Gets near, but you can't grab it. I'll have another one, partner.
One beer coming up.
One beer coming up. Well, that's a little more like it.
What's the matter, Marshal? Can't you hold your liquor?
Can't even get a hook on it. Well, sir, as you know, I'm the new marshal down here. Yes, sir, and I'm going to bring law and order to this country.
Yeah?
Yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is close up your gambling establishment.
Do tell.
Yeah, and then I'm going to close up your...
Well, what's the matter, Marshal?
I don't know. I think it's going to rain. My corns are hurting me.
Now, look, Marshal.
Got a weak ceiling, eh?
Why do you want to close me down? Can't you see this is a nice, cozy little place?
Cozy little place? Why, this place is fit only for dogs. Ruff, 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 ruff.
Rover boy.
Yes?
Now, look, Marshal. If you were a real man, you wouldn't be picking on poor little me. You'd be running that Mexicali Pete out of town.
Mexicali Pete, don't make me laugh. Why, that Mexicali Pete don't scare me. Why, if he ever walk in here now, I'd tear him apart with one hand. I'd break every bone in his body. I sure would make him very, very sorry on account of the day he was born. I sure would. You are the marshal. I just give out. Say you are the marshal. Ha! You are nothing. Oh, so I'm nothing, eh, partner? Huh? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to count 3, pull my gun, and let you have it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can have my gun. That's what I thought. You're nothing but a dirty yellow pig. Well, it's mighty fortunate for you that I didn't hear you call me a dirty yellow pig. Then I repeat, you're nothing but a dirty yellow pig. There must be some trains going by. I can't hear a thing. He said you... Shut up, boy! I'm Mexicali Pete. Give the orders in this town. When I say dance, the marshal dances. I'll dance. I dance for no man. I love you, Nellie Day. You're mine. Oh, no! You don't get away. I killed every marshal this town has ever had. And you are not going to spoil my record. Who's a marshal? I ain't no marshal. I lost my badge somewhere around here. Yeah, well, anyway, I would have put it on the bar if it was still hanging on me. That is better. Finished and done. That is better. Adios. Adios. Why, that two-legged skunk. I told you I'd run him out of town. He don't fool me for 1 minute, honey. I said I'm done. Finished. Through. Quit. I do not trust you. You are dishonest. Tell me, can you keep a secret?
Yeah. I am going to kill you.
Oh, Mexicali Pete, don't start shooting in here. Don't you know I just paid for my liquor and my furniture?
Do not worry, do not worry. I will not break the furniture. I will not drink your whiskey. I will back the curse.
It will be a clean job.
It'll be clean, all right. I'm getting clean. What? Can you all keep a secret?
Well, what is it?
He missed me. He missed me.
I won't.
Druggists of America invite you to tune in next week. Same time, same channel. Cavalcade of Stars is produced by Milton Douglas, directed by Frank Bonetta. Script by Coleman Jacoby and Arnie Rosen. Orchestra under the direction of Sammy Spears. We hope you like Cavalcade of Stars as much as we like presenting it. And we suggest you drop in at any one of our modern stores where you will find the highest quality merchandise at the lowest possible price.
Friends, the druggists of America who make this program possible are in the oldest profession in the world. You see, pharmacists for hundreds of years have been serving the public health, and many of them have made great scientific discoveries. For example, Louis Pasteur and Madame Curie. Now, of course, not every pharmacist is a research worker, but all render a great service in the serving of public health to your family and to the community. Now, friends, you make this service possible by patronizing your drugstore. So for good health and good living, shop there regularly. Now, this is Don Russell saying good night and see you at the drugstore.
Cavalcade.
This is the DuMont Television Network.
This is a bed. Yes, it looks